Good evening, everybody. Very good Monday night to you all. Hope everyone's had a good weekend. Good start of the week so far. And I am already dropping things. Oh no, I am so sorry. It is a Monday evening. Tripping over myself and the tripod. Joys of being alive. But anyway, I am here. I am back. After kind of a busy week. Mostly just IRL stuff going on. But I am here. I am here with caffeine. Oh, hey, Zilly! Thank you! Thank you so much! 9 months, where does that go, huh? I've officially reached something. There you go. Good to have you. Looks like you had fun over the weekend. You went to the knife throwing, axe throwing. I said, you've got crazy aim. You must practice that. I know Rev's talked about doing that too. I just don't know if there's anywhere near us that does it. Almost there. Oh, cool. Well, there you go. You found a camp. But it looks fun. I'm just ridiculous. Well, it's a good thing to be. But it's still a very important skill to have. With many applications. Now you also know you can shuriken a fool. I am here though. Probably gonna be a little bit of a short night tonight. I don't know. We'll see. See how it goes. So the first time I tried paintball, see, there you go. Lines down here. Oh dear. Hey, Rev? Okay. Another country I've heard from. And by that I mean small children. Well, that one's a little different. Real guns are a little different.
Really easy to flinch.
Yes, very easy to flinch. Yes. And just the handling and getting used to, because they all have kickback in varying degrees. It's hard to get used to that. I actually have a handgun of my own. I need to actually go out to the range, or go out to, I guess the makeshift range that our friends have, really, and go out and practice firing that. It's a nice little utility pistol, so I just need to take the time to learn how to use it.
I'm the opposite. I did horrible with my paintball shooting, but with real firearms I do okay. Though when I did paintball, the barrel I had on the paintball gun was awful. Every shot you could tell would go high. What have you shot, Billy? That's the gun nerd asking about it.
Yeah, I can see that. The touch one. Let's see here. Try to fix this. My light here. I'm still having an issue with this. See, I think I need like a second light, like over on this side. Because I have one that's there, but it's like to get rid of the shadows on this side, I need to like cancel it out with another light. Can I get one of those? We talked about getting a ring light for when I do gaming and things, just so I can have a little more diffused light. Alright, I'm still in now. Oh. 1 second. You know what, I'm going to grab something real quick. I just had to grab a hairband real quick just to get my mess of hair out of my face. It's hard because it's so damp, so it doesn't not want to go through the ponytail holder. I'm definitely thinking about it. I think it's time. I go up to visit my folks. This month I'm going to actually do what I call my yearly sheep shearing. All this long hair is going, and I'm going back to my little pixie bob. I always laugh with my mom. My mom is actually a licensed hairdresser, so she's the only one who's touched my hair, and she's actually very good at it. She's licensed and studied to do it, so you can't do any better than that. Free service with someone who knows your hair very well. You can't pay for that kind of service. But, yeah, we always laugh. It's like, I like growing it out, and it's fun. And my hair it grows out thick, and it grows out long, like, super fast. But every summer, it's like, oh, it's nice having long hair, but it's like, I'm bad at braiding. So I don't really do anything super fun or intricate with it. But by summer, it's like, it's so long. Even if I trim it, like, the year before, it gets so long, and by the summer it's like, oh, this is so hot and it's so heavy. It's like, just cut it all off. You know it'll grow back, like, in record time, but it's like, I want it gone during the summer because it's just so hot. So actually I'm going to visit my folks this month. Later this month, I'm going to tell my mom, it's like, while I'm up here, I want you to cut my hair. Just lop it off for the summer. I guess there's something like the sun too. I think is maybe just the production of like vitamin D. Also, because that's another like really important vitamin actually for your hair follicles. Like I said, I know all this hair knowledge by osmosis. I'm not that good at it, but I know it from my mom. Her saying it's like I think I don't know. That's the hypothesis, I guess, is why sometimes during the summer it feels like it grows faster. Maybe, I don't know. I just know it's like. I have currently probably like 1.5 foot of hair that I want lost. Oh, not a good drawing. Problem is it's like, I got set up for pencil drawing, but there's actually some painting I want to get to. I think I'm going to be doing over the summer, just some fun, colorful, kind of abstract, more just aesthetic painting. And actually, the weirdest place that I got inspiration from was I saw this on the store shelf when I went to get pop. It's apparently there's Coca-Cola Starlight Edition, space flavored, whatever that means. I'm not sure exactly what space flavored means. Tastes kind of vanilla-y Coke-ish, I guess. Like, it's kind of like a maroon color, so I don't know if it's berry. It doesn't taste like berry. But no, I liked the label of it, and it actually reminded me of a piece that I did a long time ago of, like, a section of the Milky Way. I did it years ago, and I really liked it. It was fun to do, but it's like, I want to do something more like this, with, like, more bright colors to it. Like I said, really more color aesthetic type art, not really kind of like abstract aesthetic. It's going along with like certain palettes or certain design ideas. I would like to do some of those. I think I will be doing that over the summer. But it's like, oh, I'd love to do that again. That'd be so fun to do. And I'd love to have like more colorful pieces just hanging around the house too. My style aesthetic has always kind of hung on the boho side of things too. That's kind of my dress and a lot of my jewelry collection goes along with the DIY handmade stuff. I like to find fun jewelry and I like to make fun jewelry. I end up gravitating more to like the boho, bohemian style. You can ask him. I guess it goes along with the artist thing. I don't know. But that's kind of what I'd like to do. I think it's like, I want to do that on the screen, but it's like, I'm not set up to do that yet. Like, I probably need some new paints, because I think my old acrylics are on the way out, so I probably need to get new paints to go through. Oh, what are we talking about? I must have missed
Nitro Pepsi.
Oh, okay.
It is a very big difference.
I think beer it is, because I have more experience with using the nitro beer. I'm not a huge pop person. I really am not. Like, I have a few that I like better, but it's not something I naturally, like, gravitate. I was like, oh, I gotta have a pop. My usual gotta have vehicle of caffeine is coffee, but occasionally when I do need to pick me up, I will go to pop, and I should probably just start drawing before I just ramble on and lose track of everything. I should. Like I said, I'm gonna be caffeinated and naturally tired at the same time, so I don't know. We'll see how this works out. We shall see. That's something I like to do on stream is like, I always talk about doing paintings, and I would like to, and that'd be a fun one to do. Like, that wouldn't be anything overly stressful, because it really doesn't matter if everything's done perfectly. It's just getting the feeling and the colors that I want across, and it's like, that would just be a couple fun paintings to do. With some, like, the aesthetic, more colorful paintings would be fun. But anyway, like I said, I do need to make a trip to the craft store eventually, because I am going to need more paper, because this is like, oh my goodness. How many pages do we got left? This is like the end of my last big sketchbook. Wow, that did go by fast. And then I need new paints. Because my other acrylics that I have are like years and years old, and I think they're kind of on their way out.
It would have to be a really light one, because what you did, you very easily lose those little bubbles. But that's why Guinness does nitro with their beer, is because it gives that mouthfeel of the same variety, whereas carbonation's just a rougher feel. I thought about getting the nitro stuff, and then I went, it's expensive, so no thanks. Maybe when it goes down in price a bit. Because I've actually set up the stuff to make my own pop, too. I can do that, but...
Yeah. Oh, we talked about it. That's why you still have, like, the 3... Because he has a 5... Most of the beer we keep in, like, 5-gallon kegs.
That way
and then there's a 3-gallon. There's a random 3-gallon we have, and we talked about reserving the 3-gallon and the last tap for, like, the kids, so we'd have homemade root beer and things like that.
Yeah. I mean, depending on how you do it, there's an easy way and there's a harder way. The easy way is take this mixture, put it in the container.
Oh yeah, it's basically sugar, just the concentrate.
Add water.
Carbonate.
Stir.
Yeah.
Carbonate. Ta-da!
And there's a harder way where you actually go through, like, extracting all the herbs and spices.
The other part is I just don't want to have to deal with sourcing nitrogen.
Yeah.
CO2, that's pretty easy.
I don't even want to think about what that'd be like now. I know it was semi-hard. It was harder than getting carbon.
Oh, carbon dioxide. I could go...
Nitro, I thought you had a little more trouble finding even before everything. The economy's been what it is. So I don't even want to imagine what it could be now. It seems like everything's getting harder to find and more expensive.
Yeah, I know. One of the guys who I got started brewing is over in New Hampshire now. He actually attached the nitro thing to his kegerator.
Nice.
But he is in a more urbanized area.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if worst comes to worst, I could go over to the farm supply and get CO2.
True.
I'd rather get it from the beer supply shop than the supposedly food grade. I don't know if there's actually...
Yeah, well, you don't know if it's the tanks coming in and out of it, or if those are food grade. It'd be cross-contamination. Would be more the issue, I think. And that's a bad thing. No, considering your wife's propensity for, like, getting food poisoning randomly, I think, because I do have the stupidest luck with getting food poisoning, I really do. Of course, there's a lot of things I do get kind of stupid luck with, I'll be honest. But food poisoning tends to be one of them.
Speaking of kegerator, a little oil never hurt anybody.
Oh, yeah, sure. Sure.
A little oil never hurt nobody.
It's not like you have an insurance policy on me or something.
But speaking of kegerator, though, I'm going down with like any...
I'm still finishing off my whiskey Coke. My whiskey Space Coke. Space flavored. Space. Whatever that means, because it's like berry colored, but it's not berry flavored. It is kind of like this weird, like almost kind of vanilla-y Coke taste. I wouldn't say it's anything to really write home about. The label is more intriguing to me than the actual flavor of this. And like I said, I'm not a pop person to begin with, so it really has to catch me before I'm like, ooh, I must have it. It's really more of a caffeine vehicle. And sometimes it's the more immediate concentrated than coffee. Which I'll probably be up for a good long time now. Oh, like I said, I need to get back to drawing. actually do what I am here to do. This is hard.
Like I said, I'm now tired, caffeinated, so I will probably have the tendency to just ramble on and not actually get anything done, because that's me. Trying to do like at least a couple character sketches of the other Paladin character I am playing in a friend's campaign coming up, which is going to be a very much a green, upbeat, not seen young adventurer, not seen too much of the world yet, so definitely bubbly and bouncy and high-spirited, not too troubled about the world yet. She hasn't seen that much of it, but
Homemade IPA. Brought to you by Bro.
like I said, now I just really want to paint is the thing. It's like I've set up to draw, and it's like I like that. It's like
I have an idea to paint something, and I want to paint it, but I don't have the paint. Right now, I'm not set up to do that tonight. The artist ADD is kicking in hard. For a while, a couple weeks ago, we went on a retreat with my sister's young adult. Oh no! Like hard. Oh no! Like die, or just kind of stall that? Can it be fixed? Or is it something you're gonna have to get new? Oh no! Really? Aww. So you really, silly, you have been on like highs and lows. It's like, oh my.
Emotional whiplash.
Oh, I know. It's like, oh yay, youth minister. That's good. It's like sharing the word. It's like, then the car dies. Then, monkey wrench in the wheels of, educational bureaucracy there, I guess. Red tape of financial aid. It's like, oh, but then you met someone really nice. I'm like, oh, yeah. Prayers on all squares for that one, I guess. Praise, thanksgiving, and please for be nice to poor Delicious. Oh. Oh, that's good of them. Glad they're able to do that. Oh, see, there you go. Oh dear. We've had that happen. It was actually when the Kia finally died, and that was, we were on our way to go he was on his way to a pastoral visit when it died, and we were just on the exit for Springfield.
The husband of the person I went to visit driving us home.
Yes.
And back up to the car lot.
Yes. We had to get an emergency car. Hopefully that's the first and last time we actually had to have an emergency car where we needed one now, because that was the only car we reliably had. I still had my Chrysler Sebring at that point, but it was like I've never bought it, never in my life, but it was on its way out. I had my sporty sport car fun, and by sporty sport, that was about as the two-door coupe Sebring was about as close to a sport car as I ever got in my life. And I loved it, but she was on her way out.
Having a quiet space to work is wonderful. I redeemed for a toast.
Oh, you did. Yes. Sorry, this is what I mean. I'm never gonna get anything.
You still owe me one of the other of the fingers too.
Or the fingers? Oh, the shield.
But if you're drawing,
on the shield,
you owe me two then.
I owe Musty a shield.
Right,
What's
your case? Or do I need to do it?
You do it. You redeemed it, so you can.
Yeah, but most people don't get to talk on screen. You're usually the one who does it.
So I read it. That's why.
Who's the younger one in the faith? We hope that everything goes well for you, getting your car fixed up, and your. But I hope things go well with this girl. If she is the one God has given as your daily bread in the future, we'll see what God gives you. You'll have to tell us because I'm a nosy person when it comes to this.
We'll call it his pastoral spidey sense.
And so, God's blessings to you, Prost.
Cheers, Prost. Slancha.
I'm Prost.
Oh, see, this is why I should have just gone with. If I would have been inspired early and been better prepared, painting would have been good because I could just slap paint down and not have to do all that drawing. I don't know how much drawing I'm going to do tonight. That was no trouble. See, there we go. It is something. You got teased mercilessly. He did about the mystery girl he met on the internet.
She was an axe murderer.
Yeah, I was an axe murderer.
I had to meet. See, you got to meet one person when I go. I
Yeah.
had to meet 9 people at the same time.
I come from a big family, and yeah. My youngest brothers were still very young at that point, and they thought he was just there to play with them. They were funny. Okay, I might just go straight into it. that is good. And I think especially in, I mean, without giving it in said current age, I think that is key. That is going to be a huge demographic to get to. Is the younger demographic. As far as ministry. It is. I mean, you really are. That is, sadly enough, it is becoming a spiritual front lines. It really is. So I think, yeah, absolutely. There's a huge area to get to, both just in the scope of it and the fact that, just in the scope and the importance of it, I think. So good work there, absolutely. Godspeed in fighting the good fight with that one, because it's not easy. It is not going to be an easy ground to win on, but it's absolutely important. My greatest respect to you for taking it on. Nope. You're right. I mean, that absolutely, that nails it on the head right there. Yeah.
Back when I was in college, Facebook was just for college students.
Yeah.
Whereas, Billy, you remember a time before having the internet in our homes.
Or TV on demand. We didn't have the YouTubes. Thank you, Bernie.
We're getting dial-up sound.
Oh yeah, I remember the guy. That was a huge deal. That was a big deal. We finally got that.
Get off the internet. Get off ICQ and the internet. We're about to get a call.
Yeah. Look at those graphics. And that literally was. When my fam got a Windows 98 for the first time, it's like, we were a couple, me and my oldest brother, we would sit there watching the Windows 3D Maze screensaver. We were easily amused.
Original Doom remains.
For him, he had more access to the video games than we did, but it's like that. Oh, was it there's like the first online, or not online, but it's just computerized like encyclopedia program we got. Oh, we loved that thing because there was like a trivia like quest game on it. We loved that thing. We used to, was it? It wasn't Britannica, it was like some other digitized encyclopedia program. Because once again, I think most of the games we ever had were just like educational games because we were the homeschooled nerds. But
Billy pointed out that he doesn't know what time without Google.
Oh my gosh.
And I just said to go outside.
No, stop.
And then he said,
I'm
like,
old.
you have a question about anything?
I'm old. Well, it's hard. It's like realistic. It's like, yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of getting into. I suppose maybe this is affecting like some of the color choices I've been gravitating towards more as I've been listening to like a lot of like the lo-fi, vaporwave stuff, and I've been intrigued by a lot of the digital pixel art that's of that genre. I was like, man, I love this stuff. It's just giving me the nostalgia feels. I love it. And then remembering, it's like, yeah, the 90s were your childhood.
Yeah, I love that. I love that I heard some 90s. I've heard some 80s and 90s music on oldies.
Oh, realizing it's like, oh, I love that song. That's like the favorite. It's like, oh yeah, but then you have this stupid like, what is it like the mixes like. Oh, these songs are old enough to drink now, or these songs are old enough to drive now. And it's like, I'm listening like, no, they're not. They can't be.
No.
Those are high school songs. No.
Hey, kids I taught when I got here can drink now.
Yeah.
Kids that were in my seventh grade class. Kids that were in 7th grade when I got here are in college and able to drink.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
So, and they were shorter than me when I got here, and they are definitely not shorter than me now.
Oh my God.
Zach.
Stop. Yeah. You're watching the old people channel.
Dang kids in your music. Though I'll ask you, Zoe, just kind of on this topic. What would be something beneficial to you or young folk of your age of just different resources that are there? I don't know how much. I know podcaster out there, but there's 8 trillion podcasts now. I'm just trying to think of things that would be beneficial ministry-wise, where stuff like sermons or Bible studies and stuff like that could be used. Are you drawing your character, by the way?
I started to. I don't think I'm going to get very far this stream, like I
Do your
said.
best.
I'm just...
And maybe as you want to move to a lighter topic, you can ask Zilly to brainstorm with you.
I don't
Billy
know. Like I
makes
said,
characters.
tonight may not be the night, but
Yeah, there's 8 trillion
tonight
of
would
them.
have been a better painting night because then I could just throw paint on it. It's a different animal. It really is. I mean, depending, sometimes painting can have me totally absorbed and like into fine detail, and then other times, like I said, doing a lot of the aesthetic things, where it's the more focus on is on just conveying shapes, the color palette, and different, like aesthetic, different stylistic choices would have been better. But like I said, I didn't have that idea until I already sat down, so I was not prepared for that.
Well, tell Zilly about your character and start brainstorming.
I did a little bit, like I said.
You're going to
very
be
young,
our young
adventurer,
naive character.
a young naive character, very idealistic, bubbly, which means I'm going to be like have to be caffeinated every Thursday.
You're going to
night.
have to push yourself out of your comfort zone.
It is, because I'm, especially that, it's like, because by then I am tired, and lately this is where, getting the lows where there's been a lot going on, so, that's me.
I'm intentionally playing a somewhat uncharismatic character, because I'm playing with 2 introverts.
Yeah.
So it's to kind of force them to step out of their comfort and start talking, because otherwise I know I could talk the entire campaign.
You could.
I could, though my character won't. I'm excited for my character. We're starting a Pathfinder 2 campaign on Thursday. It'll be our first night. I won't be able to vomit spiders at people yet,
No.
but I'm looking forward to getting that spell.
Excuse me. Yeah.
If you think of things that would be good resources for young folk like you, let me know, Zoe. Hello, Seal.
Hey, how you
another of
doing?
those young folk you've made friends with.
I know. I feel horribly old.
You get to be the big sister.
Oh, jeez. I'm the big sister in real life. I'm the oldest of a big family. So.
I'm the pastor of a church, so I'm technically everybody's dad. So
Yeah,
even people in their 80s, I'm their dad in that way, their spiritual father. So
Yes, Father.
there you go. Now that's why I tell you, if you need to go confess to somebody, you go to somebody besides me. Because it's probably, if you have to confess your sins to somebody, it's probably about me.
That husband of mine. I'm just really angry with that husband of mine right now.
Oh, really?
Shooting me with evil eyes. I asked him to take out the trash this morning, and did he do it? Yeah. I'm kidding. That would be the problem of like trying to.
That's kind of what I've thought about that too, Zoe. It's part of why, for the most part, I try to just, when I see my kids, I go and talk to them. Yeah. So I'm on the right track with Gen Z, according to Zilly at least.
There you
And
go.
the fact that when I see the students, I go and talk to them instead of trying to come up with a hip way of looking hip. Because I will never...
Hello, fellow children.
Hello, fellow children. I wasn't hip in high school, and I'm not hip now, I know it.
We're just a couple of nerds all through.
You're a sleepy seal. A lot of work today, Seal? That's still something I appreciate with my congregation, is the fact that they're either related or have known each other for a super long time, so all the families kind of interweave with each other.
Yeah.
Stayed up until like 2 a.m. the last 2 days. Why have you been up so much? Ah, vacation.
Nice.
The time when you come home from vacation and you're more tired than you were at work.
You need a vacation from vacation.
There have been times I feel that way.
Yeah.
Zilly, the thing I end up saying to my catechism kids, the catechism teaching, is, who here likes it when your mom tries to be cool? And they all start laughing every time. Every time that's their reaction is they laugh about it. Because I had a couple yeses, but they said it's because they think it's funny. And I'm like, I should tell your mother you said that. But, I wouldn't do that because it would be they would never tell me anything again. But I end up saying, I'm never going to try to be cool. What you see is what you're going to get out of me, but at least you know I'm being genuine about this.
Yeah.
I want you to do the same for me. Going to a retreat, playing volleyball, going axe throwing, going hiking, going land parties, playing Pathfinder, most effective personal stuff. Thank you. I appreciate that I'm getting to hear that.
Yes.
I have one of the kids in my catechism class who's still talking about being a pastor, and I'm very
Really?
excited about that young man. So we'll see
we
what
are,
he decides.
because we are to death. Like I said, I'm not kidding. We've had a few years, at least in our own synod, we've had deficit. We don't have enough pastors to go to churches who are calling. So you will hear that in the sanctuary, in the Discord quite a bit. It's like, please do pray that Christ will send harvesters and go.
Seal said, went to an internet friend meet up with a few folks, a couple streams, but we all hang out in the same Discords. We got together in downstate Illinois and spent the weekend together in our own little con, and didn't tell us about it because you hate us and are a jerk. I'm gonna cry when I go to bed now.
No, that sounds cool. That is fun.
It's a somewhat surreal experience when you meet people you've only mainly talked to on the internet, because it either goes super well and you just mesh, you click and it goes well, or it's like, hi, how are you? Yeah. Textbook example of digital natives desiring a physical connection. That's true.
Yep.
I will keep this in mind as my Gen Zers get older. That is glorious, Billy. I dragged internet friends into going to an aquarium with me. I mean, that's the best part of the aquarium. That's usually one of the places where I go very quickly, too. I'm glad it went well, Seal.
Yeah, that sounds like an awesome time.
Hope we can afford the gas to get there next year.
That is hard, and yeah. But it's good that you got a chance to do that, because that is cool when you finally do get to do it.
I might be a grumpy man. When I filled my tank of my little car.
Of course, this is the introvert saying that would need to take breaks to decompress, probably. For a couple of minutes, but. No.
Well, and when it's a trip like that, yeah, I agree with you, Zoe. Looking forward to that paying $10 a gallon. Thankfully, the gas stations around here have not put them in, but we'll be probably like the fourth. We'll be the fourth state to get there, I think. Yeah. California will be the first, by far. Yeah. Then a couple of the other coastal states.
Hawaii too, but they're expensive to begin with for everything, because everything has to be shipped in. I mean, literally shipped in, but that's kind of a given.
Yeah.
They'll probably get there even before California. Is probably Hawaii and Alaska.
Yeah, well, my average fuel mileage, I think, is 26 when I'm doing, out of town driving and everything. But I still don't enjoy spelling $75 to fill a tank.
So I haven't. Well, we still need to put the special stuff in to help condition the tank. It is, but it's so we haven't. So, and I haven't. We've kind of kept it filled to halfway.
Hold on, I want to fit in with these young people. Apparently, both of their cars are dead right now. So I'm gonna go grab the maul and start hitting my car,
No.
so that my car is dead too, so I can relate
You don't
and
need
spend
to. The
time
tire's
with
already
these
flat most
young
of the time.
children. With my car's broken down too, fellow
We already
children.
had that. We're not having that again.
My car's broken.
It is. The tires keep going flat.
Well, they're fine again. We ground out the corrosion. It'll be a little while till it's fixed. So it's a problem again. But you gotta love those chrome rims.
Yeah.
Because that's what happens if there's
And it was peeling real bad.
Well, this is on the interior, but they corrode.
I know, but you could see on the outside how bad the chrome was peeling. So.
But to replace them is probably not really worth it.
Yeah.
Price-wise. So, hold on, I'll be back, guys. And like I said, I gotta go get my maul and brake my car. I've been saving, so I might upgrade to the 205 CRV with 213 miles to a 2012 Honda with 100,000 miles. You'll have a better car than me if you do that, Seal. Or at least a newer one. I actually found a Camry that's real nice. Hopefully you don't have to buy it, but if the opportunity or necessity is there, hopefully you can get it. Heck, your car you're gonna upgrade from is only slightly worse than mine.
Our emergency car.
Yeah. But she's gonna serve Sarenrae, right?
Yeah. They're going with that one, I think. It's just a better fit, and it makes more sense with running with you guys, since...
Oh my gosh, the PT
You
cruiser.
are going to be a little crazy.
You are our breath of fresh air to our little chaos.
It is going to be that.
So
without even realizing it, considering, because I didn't even know which way our other friend was going with his. I don't think any of us did until a little bit later.
Well,
like,
he
was going to be a little more stable.
He was going to be a gnome sorcerer first.
He was.
And then you drew Scud.
And then I drew Scudge, and he changed his mind, which meant as a joke. That was like the first thing that came to mind when I heard the name Scudge.
Do you have a picture on hand of Scudge that you can read?
Where's my stack? Wait, it's behind you, sitting on the old computer. It should be in the stack, because I wrote it on the back of one on the character sheet. Of my character sheet, it was somewhere. That was the original one. I didn't catch what race he was going to be, so I went with gnome.
This was the goblin version of Scudge. Oh, gnome version
I thought it
of
was a gnome. Because remember, that was originally going with was gnome sorcerer.
But then you drew that, and you're like, okay, I'm going kobold rogue, and so.
And the first thing I thought of when I heard the name Scudge is like, wow, that sounds like a really edgy emo type character. So that's what I drew him as, complete with like the Kiss band style eyeliner going on there. So
and so our party.
And he went with that. So without even realizing, like, you realize what I probably did here? I probably, made a blend basically between Pike from Vox Machina, because this is pretty much what she's going with, and Keyleth between the beginner's journey, unexperienced, upbeat, before seeing the big bad world.
You're going to be our party's babysitter.
Pretty much.
I'm
the party
particularly
mom. I'm going to be the
You're
party
going to be
mom.
Scudge's babysitter. Me, you're going to end up questioning what I'm doing.
That's why it's like, there's not a whole lot. I mean, I got basics in, but she's going to basically be a clean slate. Most of her journey is going to be what goes on here. After.
And I'm excited for that.
That's why I really haven't put too much. I feel bad, but it's like, there's not much to tell. Everything within, because, literally, her growing up was very sheltered. Being raised, being an initiate in her order, within kind of like the Templar-esque, kind of like small keep, kept to themselves, tried to keep out of, the spotlight and keep under the radar and do their own thing. I mean, it's like very bare bones basic.
I think the
crazy.
biggest
There
thing to
isn't
have
much
is,
going on, but what's going to go on is everything after.
I think the biggest thing will be to have your family planned out.
Yeah. But like I said, there's not even much to tell of that.
So that Baitor doesn't have to be like, I'm your long lost evil twin.
I don't think he'd do that. It's such a cliche. I don't think even he'd do that.
Suddenly your life is like a soap opera.
No, please no. I hate soap operas. I hate Hallmark movies with a
It'll
burning
be,
fiery passion. Don't make me do that.
Alright. Sleep well, Zilly.
Hey, have a good night, friend. I'm
What
probably going to pack it up in a little bit.
What
We
if
didn't
you-
get much drawn tonight, but like I said, that's kind of what I'm... Tonight was kind of an off night to begin with.
But we got to see Zilly, so that makes it
We
good.
did.
And
Like I
now
said, I'm
Steele's
here. I'm breaking the habit of just... of being... Because like I said, a lot's gone on.
But the vacancy's
I know.
about to be done. So.
It is. Prayers, though, for my grandpa. He's not there now.
Thankfully, we're on a good project right now, so I can
Yeah.
have a little less energy and still feel happy. Glorious.
Awesome.
Also learning new departments to perfection. I'm glad that that's your opinion on getting to do something new, because too many people are like, oh no, something new.
I don't know, it's good to mix it, especially with me. The art thing, like I said, the artist ADD is kicking in. It's like I get inspiration for a new project. It's like I want to immediately, like the painting. I want to get to a painting now, but it's like I'm not set up, and I do definitely need new paints because my other ones are like
Were you
10
going to do
years
acrylic
old.
or oil?
Acrylic because it dries faster.
Yeah, you probably have to do oil.
That and
with
I've just always done acrylic. Oil can be kind of noxious, so it's like, at least according to a good friend that I do dearly trust from my old art group, she did a lot of stuff in oil, but it's like, she told me, it's like, honestly, I've always ever done oil painting during like the spring or the fall and when I could be outside, because sometimes that stuff can get noxious. It's like you
Like I
do
said,
want to
that's
be
why-
in an extremely well ventilated area, and this house is not very well ventilated.
I said the reason.
I know. That's why I'm just saying. It's like yeah.
Steel, did you-
Acrylic's nice because it does dry fast. You do have to work a little bit faster, but it's just easier for me. It's more user friendly, and I've always just kind of worked with it, so I know it better.
Steel, did you fall asleep at the keyboard?
Oh dear. Like I said, I'm probably going to be tying it up here. So. Like I said, not a very intense or long stream tonight, but good to get back. But I'm trying to get myself back into the swing of things as much as I can, because I know just things have not been easy IRL totally right now. So, like I said, I don't ask for prayers a whole lot, but if you do keep my family in your prayers, because my grandfather his health is continuing to be really bad, and it's not good at all. So there's that, and then my sister's moving back closer by. My brother-in-law is getting out of the military, which is actually a good thing right now. As much as he would have liked to continue, it's like this isn't a good time to be in. And they pretty much told him because he had doubts about certain certain things that they're requiring that really they shouldn't. It's like, yeah, I'm putting in my notice. I'm getting out because I can't agree with what they're making me do, which is good. So it's him trying to get in there and try to go through red tape to get him out. So, but luckily they're coming back home. It's just going to be kind of nerve-wracking for them because they're going to have to get some stuff in order, and they're going to have to do it remotely, which is really, really hard. Because they're moving back closer to my folks, but they're still going to be somewhat far away. But they're not going to be on the East Coast anymore. But like I said, with my grandfather, it's the outcome of
a bunch of stuff played out well.
Yeah. So. This with that. So yeah, things have been a little up in the air here. So that's why I have not gotten to stream a whole lot. but I'm trying. I'm doing the best I can.
Yeah. Ups and downs, right? In all things, pray, praise, give thanks, and Christ will be there in mercy no matter what.
Oh, what was I picked up my phone for some reason. Now I'm forgetting what I'm even doing. I think I was trying to get today's date. Yeah, the 6th. Oh, that's how I did it. And they do, and that is a very good attitude to have about it. It really is.
Because it's true. It really is.
You have a good night, Joy. Like I said, I think I'm going to pack it up too. It's been a night for me, so. But I got back in. I'm trying to get back on regularly scheduled programs. But you have a good night, friend. Christ peace to you. Good rest. Good night, Seal. You have a good rest too. Absolutely.
Get some sleep.
Hopefully tomorrow's work goes well for you, and Christ's blessings to you, and good rest. And I think with that, that's going to do it for me. I thank you all for coming in. Thank you, our very good friends, Silly and Seal. Always great to see you guys. And actually new followers, we have the Dark Skull and Marcus is Tired. They're, I think, our newest followers, so welcome to you guys. As always, I wish you much love and God's peace. Christ's blessings to you all. Thank you so much for coming in. New friends, old friends, those watching live and post live later. Thank you so much. And as always, much love and Christ's blessings. Good night.